Alright guys, time for some more prediction game videos for WrestleMania 30. This one is for the Vickie Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational match. 14 Divas in one match, all fighting for AJ's Divas Championship, and it is one fall to a finish. And as far as the participants in this matchup, you've got the champion AJ Lee, Summer Rae, Natalya, Nikki Bella, Cameron, Layla, Alicia Fox, Rosa Mendes, Tamina, Eva Marie, Brie Bella, Aksana, Naomi, and Emma. So this can be pretty chaotic. I just want to see how this is all gonna, how this match is gonna play out. Because 14 divas in one match, and you've all got all these divas trying to pin the other diva or make her submit. Of course, the other divas are gonna try and break up those pins and submissions. I'm also wondering how long would a match like that last? Does the element of it being one fall to a finish make it like a really short match, or because there's 14 divas in the matchup, does it make it a long divas match? So I have a lot of questions as far as this match goes, and I'm definitely going to be paying attention. Now, of course, in this simulation right here, in WWE 2K, I'm using WWE 2K14 here, and you can't play like a 14 divas match or a 14-man match. So what I did here is I picked 4 divas. I think the 4 divas that have the most chance, I guess, at winning the match. So, of course, I've got the champion here, AJ Lee, who I think is going to win the match and retain her championship. She's my pick, my prediction. And I've also got Nikki Bella, Naomi, and AJ's bodyguard, Tamina. These 4 divas, I think, are the ones who are more likely to win the match. So, I'm going to go over all 4 of these. Actually, first off, let's go over Naomi, who I believe was supposed to get a Divas Championship match back at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. She was getting victories over AJ, non-title victories, of course, in, I think, tag team matches. I think she even got a victory over AJ in a one-on-one non-title match. So it looked like, it was a matter of time before Naomi and AJ have a matchup for the Divas Championship, at the Elimination Chamber. And there was also talks at that time, or rumors, that Naomi might win the Divas Championship off of AJ. And, of course, Naomi then got injured in, I think it was a tag team match, I'm not sure, but it was a match involving Naomi and Aksana. Aksana kind of dropped her knee onto Naomi's eye. And right then and there, you kind of knew, oh, something's wrong there, because she was holding her eye, like, the entire time. Even after she won the match, she was holding her eye, and, you could see something was wrong, and that, she probably hurt her eye. And she did, and of course, she was out for a couple of weeks. Now, she recently returned with an eye patch. Now, the question is here, since there were rumors that Naomi, might take the championship away from AJ at the Elimination Chamber. The Elimination Chamber has now passed. Is Naomi still going to take the championship away from AJ? That is the question. Because if that was the plan, if the plan was indeed for Naomi to beat AJ at the Elimination Chamber, become the new Divas Champion, will that plan, I guess, carry over to WrestleMania now that she is in a championship match against AJ? Or maybe not, because it's a different situation. It's no longer AJ Lee versus Naomi one-on-one. It's no longer a feud or a storyline just between 2 people. The focus is not just on AJ and Naomi. The focus is now on pretty much every single diva on the roster, since you've got AJ versus 13 other divas. So that's pretty much a question here. Personally, I'm thinking I don't think she's going to win the championship off of AJ at WrestleMania. Not in this situation, not in a 14 Divas match. I'm thinking if she does take the title away from AJ, that it's going to be post-WrestleMania, after WrestleMania, when they have if they have another feud between AJ and Naomi, one-on-one, or maybe even a triple threat or fatal 4-way. So, as far as Naomi winning this, although I do think her chances are probably higher than most of the divas in this match, I don't think she's going to be walking away with the championship out of a matchup like this. Now, moving on to Nikki Bella. Why Nikki Bella? Why not Brie Bella? Simply because Brie Bella, she had her feud with AJ a while back. You know, I think it was back at Night of Champions and Hell in a Cell, or was it Hell in a Cell and the pay-per-view after? I don't know, but I do know they had a match at Hell in a Cell, and that's, you know, that's where their feud took place, or they took place before Hell in a Cell or after Hell in a Cell, around that time. And, you know, AJ beat Brie Bella a bunch of times already, so she doesn't need, you know, I don't think Brie Bella all of a sudden is going to beat AJ now. After their feud, the feud they had, you know, back in fall ended. You know, I don't think she's going to win the championship all of a sudden on WrestleMania in this 14 Divas match. Nikki Bella, on the other hand, though, she was, you know, sidelined. She was injured while Brie Bella was feuding with AJ. And although AJ, at that time, when she was feuding with Brie Bella, she did get a few victories over Nikki Bella. Now Nikki Bella's been picking up some momentum. She beat Tamina, I believe, and it seems like, I guess, she's going in the direction of Brie Bella, or, like, you know, the focus was on Brie Bella as a singles competitor towards Hell in a Cell, and now it seems like it's Nikki Bella's time, since Brie Bella already had her feud with AJ, and now it seems that, you know, Nikki's in the position of Brie, or the position that Brie was. And actually, I wouldn't say Brie, though, is in the position of Nikki, because Nikki was injured during her during Brie's feud with AJ. But I think you guys know what I'm talking about. See, it seemed like, you know, it's kind of Nikki's turn or whatever if one of the Bellas is going to win the championship off of AJ. And then as far as Tamina goes, you know, I do think that at some point Tamina is going to turn on AJ, and, you know, she's going to feud with AJ for her Divas Championship. That is, of course, if AJ is still the champion at that time. Now, Tamina hasn't fully turned on AJ. You know, she did push AJ after a match on, I think it was Raw. But, you know, they're still a team. She's still AJ's bodyguard, and we saw that when AJ faced off against Naomi in the Lumberjill match, where Tamina still protected AJ, despite Tamina having a match with AJ this Sunday at WrestleMania. When AJ got thrown out of the ring, Tamina protected AJ from the other Lumberjills, although, you know, the Lumberjills still got to AJ and Tamina too. So I don't think Tamina is going to take the title away from AJ at WrestleMania. If she is going to do it at some point, I don't think it's going to be at WrestleMania where, you know, kind of like the Naomi situation, where the focus isn't on Tamina and AJ. It's on every single diva pretty much. And now AJ, you know, just because this matchup is a 14 diva match, and they kind of went over how, you know, the odds are pretty much impossible for AJ, and how impossible it would be for AJ to retain the championship. Also, with AJ, you know, going into the match with pretty much the least amount of momentum. I mean, she also lost the Lumberjill match on Raw against Naomi, so going into it, she doesn't have too much momentum. On top of that, you know, she feels as if her bodyguard kind of betrayed her, or, you know, her bodyguard is in the matchup with her for the championship, with Vickie kind of stacking the odds against AJ. I think it's just, you know, a way to make AJ, when AJ wins this Sunday, to make the victory, you know, that much more, I guess, impressive, and, you know, kind of a surprise, rather than have AJ just beat every single diva and on Raw and SmackDown, and then also win the match this Sunday. And when it comes to the other divas, I think, you know, Natalya and Summer Rae both have, you know, a decent chance, a little bit of chance of maybe, you know, walking away with the championship. But I definitely think, you know, these four have a better chance than all of the other divas, specifically AJ, who I think is going to win the match. But anyways, that's about all I gotta say as far as my detailed prediction for the Vickie Guerrero Divas Championship Invitational. So, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, you can click that like button down below. I'd really appreciate it. And with that said, I'm out, guys. See ya.